Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to an episode of Entertainment Banter. My name is the lovely Joel.
And I'm Matt,
my co-pilot. And we are here on 4th of July.
Wait. I'm the co-pilot. I thought this was a mutual
Isn't that
togetherness flying thing. Why did you have to draw lines now?
Is that an equal partnership? Your co-pilot?
No, he sits next to you. I give you your coffee and occasionally fly when you're bored.
I mean, isn't that what you do?
No. Oh my gosh. All right, and that would be it for today's Entertainment Banter. Thank you for listening.
That was short. That's probably the end of Entertainment Banter.
Well, the co-pilot's just gonna go sit back, and you're gonna just talk all night.
Didn't even make it to 100 episodes.
With your podcast show. I'm gonna go away now. I'm gonna listen to your podcast.
All right. Welcome back to Entertainment Banter, guys. This is Joel, the only speaker. Today is 4th of July, and we still. On holidays, we work. Look, we're working. This is our job.
This is our job to
pays
torture
nothing. And here we are.
It fuels our souls.
But we would like to. This is actually a suggestion from the missus, not my missus, the co-pilot's missus.
You're such a bastard.
Equal. What would you call yourself? What would you call a care pilot?
It's our podcast. I don't know. I'd call it partner equals. Whatever. Just keep going. I don't care.
Okay,
anymore.
So the missus of. The other part of the face and the
this is a part of I'm a guest speaker on Joel's podcast every week.
Every day.
Every week I'm a guest on Joel's podcast.
So we're gonna talk.
That's how he views our relationship. We're gonna have to go to therapy after this.
While she holds on to the kids, the screaming kids of their family, we're gonna talk about 4th of July's. Like what movie do you like watching on 4th of July? Like, are there 4th of July movies? Are there movies you look forward to watch on 4th of July? Are there movies that you only watch on 4th of July?
Yeah.
Are there even actually 4th of July movies beside the one we're all thinking right now?
Right. Well, there's a couple. I mean, here's the thing too. Like, I hope most people are just out having a good time having barbecues on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Don't listen to this on 4th of July. Hopefully it's July 5th for you.
But well, I mean, there's a lot of movies that you could watch on the 4th of July, right? I mean, like, just born on the 4th of July. Everyone thinks Independence Day, right?
I was going to say,
Aliens invading.
The Independence Day is a 4th of July movie. A lot of people, I think, watch that movie on 4th of July. I mean, I'm thinking about it right now and going, maybe I'll watch that tomorrow because it's such not the first one. The second one doesn't exist in my head. So, like, you watch it. It's such a good one. First off, Will Smith is an awesome actor in it.
Yeah,
he also
he was
got
fun.
The best actor to play a president ever in any movie because he
Yes.
gives the best speech ever. Like in any movie right now, it's a speech that everyone stops to listen to.
Right.
It is such a good speech.
And Jeff Goldblum does a great job.
And Jeff Goldblum, I guess, is in it.
Oh, he's great in that movie.
No, he's fantastic, but he also plays the same character in Jurassic Park. It's the exact same character.
That doesn't matter. We want Jeff Goldblum.
We want Jeff Goldblum. It's true.
He plays that in Thor Ragnarok too, which is hilarious.
And it's so good. And
so good.
My dad's in Independence Day. Did you know that?
There you go. No, I didn't know that.
He's in it. He doesn't have any speaking parts. He's a random scientist in the Area 51, and you see him and. He brags about it still to this day. He talks about how he made Will Smith laugh. So whenever you meet Will Smith, he'll ask, "Did you mention me?" Like, why would? No. Can I tell you a story about that?
Yes, go right ahead.
So I got to be an extra on Hawthorne. You know, that's what we do out here in LA. We just randomly show
when
up
you're
in
bored.
When you're bored, you go be an extra. So Hawthorne is Jada Pinkett Smith's TV series, the hospital show, right?
Right.
So I was going to be on it. So during a scene, they're like, "Hey, Joel, sit down in this chair. It's one of those director's chairs, right? And like, here, sit down in here, be out of the scene. We'll come get you in a minute." I'm like, "Okay." As I'm sitting there, I noticed that Will Smith came to the door, and it's his wife's show, so he can just own the place. Like nobody tells him what to do. It's Will Smith, right? So he comes in, but he's very, very considerate. He stays out of the shot. He doesn't interrupt anybody, and he comes down. There's an empty chair next to me. He comes down and sits down next to me.
Oh, there you go.
And it's Will Smith, right? And you're thinking in your head's going crazy, like, it's fucking Will Smith. I don't get really starstruck because I feel like they're just normal people.
Right.
So I don't try to ask anything stupid or anything. So he turns to me and goes, "What's going on, man?" And I'm like, the fuck you acting like all cool now? I know you are fucking the Fresh Prince, like you up in my biz. And he's talking to me, and then we start talking. Honestly, I don't know what we talked about, but I know we were chill. But in my head, I'm going, I'm talking to Will Smith. We just chatting it up. I'm like, I almost wanted to go, after this shoot, you want to go grab a drink or something? Like, you know, he seems like that. He's that kind of guy. I've met him
cool.
About 10 years before that at a pizza joint in my neighborhood, because he lives in my neighborhood. In the area. So we ran into him once, and he was just like, hey guys, you know, like he's just a down-to-earth guy. And my dad, I told my dad this story. He goes off, I go do, they pull me away, like, Joe, we need you for this scene. I'm like, okay. So I went to go do the scene, and of course Will Smith and I never crossed paths again that day.
Of course, right.
And then I tell my dad that story, and goes, how long are you talking to him? I'm like, I don't know, probably 10, 15 minutes. And he goes, did you mention me? Why would Dad, I don't think he remembers me when he met me 10 years ago at that pizza joint. He saw me. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like that's not. He's like, did you tell him that? Did you go, oh, you met him before the? I'm like, no, I didn't. That's so weird. I hold on to these memories because he's a person that we all know personally in a sense, but he doesn't know you at all. You know what I mean?
Right.
As an actor, they're pouring out their soul on the screen, so you kind of feel like you have a sense of who they are.
Of course. And
then you hear these the media and all this shit bring out the light of who they are, and then he doesn't know anything about me, but my dad thinks he remembers him.
Yeah.
And he straight up goes, I made him laugh. We shared a joke. I'm like, yeah. I don't think he goes around telling people like, hey, you know this guy I met on the Independence Day set? He was pretty funny. Like, if he remembered you, Dad, he'd be like, hey, I got this. We were doing this movie. You'd be great in this part, Tony.
He would have been like, when he was sitting next to you, he would have been like, you know, you look really familiar. You look like the funniest man that I ran into on Independence Day.
Right.
You know, like this
20
guy,
years ago,
I wish I knew who he was, because I tell you, he changed my life. And you look just like him. You look
like,
just
oh
like
my
him.
God, that's my dad.
Oh, get out of town. You want to go to get a beer afterwards?
Sure. I mean, like, sure. That's what I should tell my dad when I tell the story again. Like that, my dad will probably, he'll forget I said anything. I'll be like, oh shit, Dad, we went to a bar afterwards. We just talked about you the whole day.
Yeah. All we talked about was like how you changed his life. You know, how that one joke, he changed his outlook and how he laughs at everything now. He's always happy, you know?
Like, are you kidding me, Dad?
He was actually contemplating suicide until he heard that joke, you know? And now it's like he's happy. Always.
Are you kidding me, Dad? Are you like?
I love our parents.
Oh my
God,
God!
They're, you know, but that's, you know, it's cool because, you know, obviously that was important to your dad that he said that joke.
He tells that story all the time. If I mention Will Smith, he'll go, not around me anymore. He'll do it around people who knew people.
Yeah.
If I bring someone new around, he'll be like, did Joel tell you this time I met Will Smith? I'm like, are you fucking Dad? I heard this story a million times.
Could you imagine if we said that about every famous person we met? Remember the time we met this person or that person? They
totally remember me. Like, you know, I have Johnny Depp stories too and everything. Like, they're just normal. Yes. They're just normal. Yeah. He's a weird guy. But I have not Keanu Reeves story. I have Val Kilmer stories, which is really funny. Yeah. It's just. They're just people, but they're weird. But we're totally off topic about 4th of July.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Oh,
God.
Yes,
so
Dad.
Movies on the 4th of July.
I don't know. What's the other movie you would watch? I mean...
Well, I always think of like the historic ones, like, you know, The Patriot or...
Oh, The Patriot. I haven't seen it.
You know,
that's Mel Gibson, right? That's Mel Gibson.
Yeah, you haven't seen The Patriot?
It's on Netflix. I keep looking at it. I don't know.
It's obviously they're the movies. I'll tell you, to be honest with you, they're movies I wouldn't watch every day. But if it was like a holiday weekend, like 4th of July, like Glory is obviously a classic. You know,
Glory. What is that one about?
You've never seen Glory, Joel? My
Jesus,
God, man, you gotta watch some movies, man.
I saw Independence Day.
You picked the one with aliens attacking Earth. Like, that's Independence Day to you.
It came out when I was 9 years old. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, jeez, you're dating me now. You're dating me hard.
94, right? It was 94, right?
I honestly, it was in the 90s. I was in high school, I think, at the time. So
we need a fact checker.
I don't remember. But yeah, no, it's yeah. I mean, I like Glory. I like I said, The Patriot was pretty good. I try to pick like those types of movies to watch when Born on the 4th of July is an interesting one, but that I believe that's a Vietnam. It's been a while. Isn't that a Nam movie? I think that was a Nam movie.
I didn't see that one either.
So yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would straight up watch Independence Day probably over all those movies.
Would you watch the second one after it?
Well, they're both so long. I mean, the first one
No,
was
I
2.5, right?
but the
Maybe
second one is
longer?
like them trying to reinvent it. It was like Independence
Well,
Day
it goes
Resurgence.
back to that previous pod
It
we
was
had
like
where
they're trying
remakes of the originals.
right, but they're trying to make it a sequel, but a remake,
Right. Yeah.
like
well, let's
Star
talk
Wars
about that.
Force
We're talking about Will
Awakenings.
Smith and
We got
yeah.
we got
Wakings,
Jurassic
Wakings,
World.
You
You
don't
got
even say it right.
Awakening.
Awakening. Yeah, the Force Awakens. Force Awakens. It's not that
I
hard.
thought it was the
Will.
Force Awakening.
We've potted like 1,000 times on this stuff, but it's
But I
okay.
mean, like all these movies are like the same movie. Like that was A New Hope. Jurassic World was
Right.
just Jurassic Park. Resurgence
Yes,
was just
yes.
Independence Day. But they always play like it's a sequel. And then Jumanji, the Rock one, is a sequel, but you still consider it a whole new thing.
I consider it a new franchise, like a reboot, new franchise.
The only
yes.
one,
I don't-
yeah.
They did an honorary tribute in the first one. That's why I think you connect it. But for me, I look at it as like as an Easter egg, fun little like joke. I don't consider it that makes it a bridge.
I want it to be a bridge because I want it to be a sequel because I don't want them thinking like they're taking Robin Williams' thing and remaking something because they want it to. I feel like they're trying to give it homage. What's the word?
An homage.
Homage. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. It's okay.
to
Good thing your
it.
co-pilot was here. The plane would have gone down.
I don't have a co-pilot. Nick's my co-pilot.
You bastard.
Nick's our
You
co-pilot. He's
bastard.
our co-pilot.
No. He's the stewardess. He's throwing peanuts at people in the back.
No, that's the bald one.
But we were talking about Independence Day. This
Who
is terrible.
stopped?
I
Who
can't-
stopped
I can't think of-
texting me? What an ass.
Don't be jealous. Here's the thing. He he made that comment about the other pod. We're making fun of Lego Masters, so he didn't like that too much. But
Fuck.
what I
Lego
think is
Masters.
funny is you were talking about Will Smith. I was
Right.
disappointed that I know, maybe he had other projects. Maybe he was too cool for it. I don't know. But like maybe they didn't offer him enough. I don't know what the reasoning for it was. Maybe he didn't think it was worth his time. The character was weak. But I really would have liked to have seen him in the second Independence Day. I think it would
There
have
was
done
a
way better
reason.
if he was in it.
He
I
was
think it
either
was-
doing.
he was working on
filming
something else,
something. Yeah, I
Brandon.
think
Yeah,
it was
he's probably
bad.
working on something
I think
else.
it was the Bad Boys. The last one they just did.
Three?
They were working on it, and it
3 or 2? It was 3. It must have been 3.
It had to been 3.
Because that took a really long time for that to come out.
It
I
took
actually thought that
forever because it was Michael.
Yeah.
I think it was like conflicts with Michael Bay and
I'm sure.
they're trying to get Martin
Lawrence.
Thank you. They're trying to get Martin.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Sheen, but I knew it wasn't Sheen.
Martin Sheen. Dear God.
I
not
know,
even the-
right?
Not,
Ew.
not even the same ballpark.
But
Okay, keep
like
going.
they, I think there's a lot of conflicts and they're working on that. I think that was the issue. And Michael Bay loves doing practical explosions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
So-
well, I will say Michael Bay, I mean, if I had to give him credit where credit due, it would be the Bad Boys trilogy.
Yeah, and it's less of CGI. Like it's not. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of CGI in it now, but I mean, there's a lot less of it compared to like.
But it was original story, classic,
Right.
buddy cop film. But at least for him, it's not like his take on Transformers, for God's sake. It's in his element. Does that make sense? Like those
Right.
movies that's to me Michael Bay at his best right there. Those movies with those guys.
And that so like I think there was like issues. I don't think he didn't want to be in Independence Day. I didn't like the fact that they tried to use that kid from the stripper's kid as like
As
the main
his
guy.
son,
Yeah.
or his,
it was so weird.
Yeah.
But then also another one they did too, they tried to remake and reboot and also make it a sequel was the Independence Men in Black, another Will Smith movie.
Right, but they called it international, so it's like a
Right,
whole
and
new
they
thing.
and they paid homage to the original Men in Black
Right.
as well. They had a painting on the wall for Will, and they mentioned it.
Yes, yeah, they did.
So-
Yeah, and again,
that
again,
was
that's
not
a
bad.
tribute. It's a
It
tribute,
wasn't
but they're
bad.
trying to
That
start
movie-
a new thing.
Did you see that
Yeah.
movie? It wasn't bad.
I did. It was okay.
I like
It was all right.
I do like Chris Hemsworth. I like his chemistry with certain people. So
Yeah, well, I don't want to get into that right now because it talks about politics from another time that we were talking about. We actually mentioned it before, some of the dynamics that were going on in that film at the time. But getting back to 4th of July weekend. 4th
Yes.
of July weekend. Okay, I've named 3 movies. Your turn. You're flying this plane, Joel. I'm just the
I
co-pilot.
guess we're going down.
Yeah.
I guess
You
I'm
got
going down
nothing?
with the ship.
There's no
I
other
only-
movies.
The only one
You
I
don't want to
think-
watch Pocahontas from Disney? Pocahontas?
That doesn't feel like it's a
Wanna watch
true
that?
4th of July movie. I mean, we're gonna watch Hamilton today. Hamilton just came out. on
Hamilton. There
Disney
you go.
Plus.
There's
That is a shameless plug.
that. Oh yeah, but it's not an accident that it came out on the 4th of July
Right.
weekend, is it?
And it's a very
Marketing 101.
marketing. It's coming out. I mean, it's a very political musical that's really good. My mom to this day doesn't know if it was a history piece or not.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Interesting.
Mom, it's straight up history. And she's like, what war are they fighting? The Revolution War.
The Hamiltons. They're fighting the Hamiltons.
The Hamiltons. And I'm like, are
Yeah.
you kidding? He's
Back in 12,000 BC, the Hamiltons attacked America.
like, he's on our currency. Are you kidding me? Like, it's Alexander Hamilton. Like, she was so confused by it, and I'm like,
That's
all
all right.
right. So I'm
Well,
excited.
Not
to watch
everybody
that.
does know. I mean, to be fair, I mean, other than Les Mis, I mean, that deals with the French. But there's not a lot of musicals based on. Well, I lied. Now I'm thinking of Saigon.
ton of
I don't know. There's a ton of musicals
them.
with
And
based
they
on
teach.
like. Yeah, but I'm trying to think modern day because like everyone's all about Lion King, Wicked. There's a lot of Disney ones out there, but I'm trying to think of other ones. So what, like Miss Saigon, right?
Miss
You got
Saigon, you got Hamilton.
yeah.
You're talking about like more recent history. I mean, there's King
Yeah,
Kong.
I mean,
King
or
Kong's
what's
total
been
history.
what's been on the street, Broadway for the last 30, 40 years. I mean, Les Mis is the only one I can think of, really.
Oh, you're hurting
would-
me. Like I that's not where my mindset was.
I know we're talking about 4th of July, but now, because we were talking about how like theatrical.
I mean,
shows,
there's
productions.
Assassins was based off of the assassinations in our history.
That's true, but that wasn't on Broadway. That was off Broadway, right?
I don't know if it made it to Broadway. I don't know,
Okay.
but it was off Broadway. I mean, I had friends who did it and everything, so I know that. Hairspray is a history piece about the times in the
Not
50s.
not a history piece. They're all history piece, but I'm talking about specific to
history
surrounding
itself.
a war or
war.
like significance. I could say
Oh, okay.
Greece is a history piece in some more sort of way.
Well, yeah, because it's all speaking of what's going on at that time period.
Right.
So war piece, like another war musical kind of thing.
Well, no, I mean, because I don't know. We're getting off subject here. I was just you were talking about historical, and when I say historical, I mean about historical people or. There's not too many musicals about that kind of thing, like,
There isn't. I don't
there's
think
Spider-Man
there
the
is.
musical, but there's not Abraham Lincoln the musical. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's. I mean, if you want to get really crazy, there's there's Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat and Jesus Christ Superstar. Those are
yeah,
both.
but those haven't been on Broadway in the past 30, 40 years, have they?
Yeah, they have. Jesus.
They
I mean,
have?
absolutely, I believe. In the last
I
30
don't
years,
know.
if you're doing a 30-year
30, 40
margin,
years, Joel. 20s.
absolutely.
We're at 2020, so
Oh,
so the
shit.
80s. So it would have been 1980 if they
Oh.
were still there in the 1980s.
You're aging me.
I don't think they were. I don't know if they were.
But I mean, like, there are. I mean, technically, they're religious and historical figures because I believe those people did exist.
Yes.
And they're also.
But those are good points. You're absolutely right. Those would be examples. But
No, I know. What
wow,
you
we're
mean about.
really failing America here. All right, they're not 4th of July movies, obviously,
No,
but
no,
like
no,
you've got
but-
Pearl Harbor, you got
Pearl Harbor would be a good
Saving
one.
Private
actually.
Ryan, you got
Damn.
Platoon, you got I don't know.
But you watch a movie that's based off of our revolution.
See, like I know it's kind of messed up, but I would watch Pearl Harbor right for Christmas. You know what I mean? I would watch that a week or two before Christmas.
Now,
That's
would
what
you
I-
watch? Because they came out with Australia, which is like
Yes.
their version of Pearl Harbor when it was happening.
Right.
It happened around that
right.
same time, which I think is like kind of cool because I don't know if they're both the same director, but they went alongside each other, which years apart.
Yes, it was years apart.
But
it was years
if
apart.
they came out around the same time, it would have been great because like during Australia, you get to see the planes from Japan. They take a path through Australia to
Right.
keep under the radar to get to Hawaii. So I mean, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Absolutely.
So
Do you have
that's a fun movie.
Do you have like a favorite? I mean, I don't know. Like, is there like a war movie that like? Obviously you got like I don't even know what Civil War movies there are.
There's
like,
not
based on Civil
many.
Wars.
There's not many Civil War movies. I mean, Last Samurai, I just watched it. It took place right. I mean, also you got to remember the Civil War. We were doing a lot of history things with you and I. Civil War
Yeah.
also took place during the Indian Wars during
Right.
America too, which was nuts to think about. Not only are we fighting for like slavery and the North and the South and all this shit and all these things going on, Then over in the West, we have them trying to take
our country's not even fully formed.
We're not even formed all the way, and we're still trying to, Custer's last stand happened during that. And that's not a Civil War battle, but it happened during the time of Civil War.
Right.
Which is nuts.
Actually, it was, I think that happened 10 years after Civil War.
So there was a lot. There was a lot on Lincoln's plate.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, and it was all back about, his goal was keeping the country together.
Absolutely.
Keeping it, because he knew that if it fell apart, then there would be nothing. It would be a free-for-all. And that would be from outside nations. It wouldn't necessarily be from the United States or what was considered the United States at the time.
Right.
Because a lot of people had eyes on this continent. It wasn't just, the people that came from colonial England.
At that time, people don't know California was part of the Union at that time, too, which is crazy to think. Like, we were already coast to coast during the Civil War, and I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very loosely coast to coast, but we were.
Well, and everyone's fighting for their independence there, too, from Mexico. I mean, you think about
Mexico.
that, too. I mean, that's what the whole Zorro stories are based on, Which
is nuts. It's nuts to think about all that. And, that... There is no good Civil War movie.
Well, actually, it wasn't from Mexico. I should rephrase it, from Spain. They wanted to be free from Spain. That's what it was.
I mean, a lot of the war movies we see now are based off of World War II, and some of them are Vietnam, but we don't really see much. World War I, there's, All Quiet on the Western Front, and they just came out with 1917, which I think is a great movie.
Right.
But they never, nothing like Civil War, really. Like, you got Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln. I mean, and like I said, Glory was a pretty obvious one. I mean, it caters more towards a particular black platoon, but it's I can't think. I mean, there was miniseries. There was the miniseries of I always remembered Patrick Swayze and somebody else. I can't remember who, but it was like always a big event because back in the 80s, you only had 4 channels or whatever unless you had cable. But on the syndicated channels,
4 channels.
They would play like this. I think it was like a 6 or 8 parter Civil War story. It was pretty epic, and so like I remember everybody would watch it. And everyone liked Patrick Swayze's character, obviously, and stuff. North versus South, brothers versus brother, that kind of thing. So I feel like that for the longest time was actually one of the major windows into the Civil War before we got movies like Glory and. I mean, I can't even think of anything else beyond Glory. I'm racking my brain. I can't think of it.
Just thinking about it, like, just a good war movie for 4th of July makes sense.
That's true. It's true, even if it's not your country. I mean, it's just fighting for that independence. Like,
it's
1917. I thought was really well done. I can see why people praised it the way they did, but honestly, what makes that movie great is the editing. It's a forced editing style that if you're not paying attention, I can see if you're not a movie person. You'd be confused as all hell watching that movie real quick. But like if you're somebody that understands filmmaking and you understand what they were doing, right as they were doing it, it's actually a really well made movie. So storytelling wise,
I appreciate it. But it is, I like Saving Private Ryan. I'll watch that. Like if that was on TV, I'd sit down and start watching it.
Yeah. I mean that one's always been. And to me, I feel like that was one of Tom Hanks' better films. Does that make sense? I feel like after that, it kind of became Tom Hanks is like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Because people forget, like, he was in comedies like Big and all these other things where it's like his acting career was not very prestigious. I mean, he was known as a fun comedic kind of guy. But thanks to Steven Spielberg, like anyone that did Steven Spielberg films back in the day, Lucas, like they got their names.
Was
they got
Kathleen Kennedy a part of Saving Private Ryan?
That I don't know. I'll have to look that up. That's the pod for another time because I'm you want to talk about Copilot? I was about ready to run rogue. I was thinking about doing like a whole private like YouTube channel where I just go into more detail why I'm so angry about everything. Because I talked to you privately about the how she kept making the comments of like when we were talking about Leslie Headland and like there needs to be more women in cinema and more diversity and all this shit was going on. And then I just I was telling Joel I watched the movie Labyrinth, that was George Lucas. He was working with Jim Henson at the time, and he was trying to learn his technology and stuff for his future movies and whatnot. And Kathleen Kennedy was the producer on that.
Sure was.
And then I'm watching the behind-the-scenes making, and I'm seeing women. I'm seeing diverse people of all shapes and colors. I'm seeing little people, big people. And I'm thinking, she is so full of shit. And the fact that she herself was a producer during
At
that time,
age, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Guess what? I'm not buying it. I'm not buying your argument one bit. You're just a crazy man hater, and you need to just go away. Wow. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
Happy 4th of July. And if Matt does this rogue YouTube thing, we will surely advertise it here on my podcast.
You're such an asshole. God, you're such an asshole.
No,
All right, anyways.
it is our podcast.
Thank you for listening
and we are
to
happy.
Joel
No,
Banter.
no.
All right,
No.
Okay. Are you going to set the record straight? We're running
No.
out of time.
Yes.
You're not.
Matt
Okay.
is my co-creator of Entertainment Banter.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I let him have his name first and went to his head. You know
No, I
that?
put your name first all the time.
No. I designed all of our stuff, so it says with Joel and Matt. I was being
And when I
courteous,
do
and put you
descriptions,
first.
I always put Matt and Joel. Look how
No,
courteous
you
we
mentioned
are.
your name first. With every pod, you say, my
No,
name is the
in
illustrious,
my-
the greatest, the non-poopy smelling, stinky.
in the pod,
Joel.
but like when I write the descriptions. no. I just are we
in the
gonna
descriptions.
we
no
need
one
to-
reads the articles, Joel. They just look at the pictures.
That is the world we live in.
That's the world we live in.
And Matt designs those pictures
yes, I do.
with our
I have fun
beautiful
cutting up
face.
Joel's head and gluing it back together in some
A
shape
lot
or
of people
fashion.
would. Nick would argue that it was his idea for all this because when I first told him we had a pod, he literally said that was our idea, and I'm like, no, no.
No. Well, do you have any final thoughts on the 4th of July movies that you do or don't
I am
watch?
going
Apparently
to
you
go
gotta watch
watch
a bunch.
I'm gonna go watch Independence Day, and apparently I gotta watch Glory and Glory Hole and the Glory season, and
You're so ridiculous.
no, I do want to watch The Patriot, though Mel Gibson
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
whatever guy.
Yeah, and Glory's a good one. I would suggest watching Glory first. Watch that one first.
Okay. I just gotta see what it's streaming on, but yeah. What about you?
Or if not, you have friends that could probably help you out.
Sure.
All right, so yeah. On that note, I will say that just for fun, I think I appreciate the reason why we have the 4th of July. The movies that depict why we have the 4th of July is important. But I've always been the type of personality that I'm very I don't know how to describe it. I get solemn when I watch that stuff. You know, it gets because I do understand the sacrifices that people make from every category of life when stuff like this happens. So it kind of depresses me. I'm not gonna lie. You know, like it's been a lot of sacrifice and loss, and you know, I don't want to get into the whole like why are flags important, blah blah blah. But the thing is, you know, it's kind of depressing. So I do cater towards the Independence Day films because I just want people did it, they sacrificed it. I appreciate it. I remember it, but to honor all that, I want to appreciate the country that we're in, and I want to have fun, and you know, like I don't want to be mournful, I suppose. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'll watch a fun movie on the 4th of July and be happy to celebrate my country, and I think a lot of people
blow a piece of it. That's a Simpsons quote.
blow a piece of it.
Blow a piece
So,
of it
anyways, I hope everybody's during this time of irritation, frustration, angst, being cooped up, all this stuff. I hope you guys have a fun 4th of July. I hope you guys get to spend some time with people you care about, eat some good food, and just enjoy the day. I mean, God knows you've earned it, some form or another. So that's my final thought.
It's a great final thought. I'm going to borrow it.
Go for it.
Okay. I just did.
Okay, so thank you for listening to Entertainment Banter. My name is Matt.
And I am Joel, and I'm done.